Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where as promised we're up to the 2 million amount. I did some scrapping off camera, and we are currently needing to do a lot of repairs here. Now I've prioritized the imp as a top priority right now, but I do want to tick forward here a bit. We do need to make sure that we get this low-G pool finished up. So I want to tick at least that far forward, and we'll see how many mechs we have available at that point. I've then prioritized beyond that in ascending order. So we'll tick forward a little bit more here. 4 more days. 3, 2, 1. Okay. There's our low-G pool done. So let's go ahead and hop into the engineering here. And we absolutely need more drop tonnage. There's no doubt about that. So we're going to grab the drive upgrades so that we can get that.
It'll take a bit.
Perfect.
We'll get it done.
So how long will that take? That is... Was that a 30-dayer? 20-dayer. Okay, so that'll be beyond this financial report, for sure. Now, we do still have a number of mech warriors out of action. That is definitely a thing. Let's go ahead and do some training for right now, and we'll evaluate if we have enough. I think we do, and I think we should deploy here with partial mech warriors and partial mechs, if we can get away with that. I would absolutely love to make a little bit of money before this month's tick. So there's our training done for now. In the mech bay, we can see that we've got some mechs available. Not really any of our big boys, but that's okay. Let's see what we've got for missions. Anything relatively simple here? Yikes. That's a negative on the relatively simple. However, this is a low pay for a 4.5 skull. We'll negotiate this one. We do get a priority salvage here for 120k, and I think we'll take that. Okay, so obviously we're going to be short quite a number of mechs here. Oh, that's right. The Raven was only repaired insofar as we got rid of it. So we store it like so. Now, this chameleon actually needs something done here. What is it? Just some repairs? Oh, we lost an ER small laser, blaze fire, and a medium laser. Okay, so we need 1.5 extra tons on here. So this is going to take a day or so. We should probably wait for that. We could take maybe the ER medium laser. Just for... Yeah, our heat efficiency is okay. I think this is fine. We do this. This is 1 day. I want to double check the armor here. Yeah, that all looks good. Okay. So we'll make sure that that is absolute top priority. We'll take forward 1 more day. That will get Kodiak back. So let's double check on Kodiak and make sure that he doesn't need any training.
Ready for order.
Actually, he does. Perfect. And let's hop back into here. And let's get that chameleon ready to go. So we'll negotiate this as before. We will run with 1 up salvage. Perfect. Now we've got the guillotine and the archer here. We are going to be bringing the centurion. And we're going to be bringing the Vulcan. And then over here, these guys will all be over here. Okay, and then we will make sure that the Jaeger and the Maxim Striker are off in this lance for now. We're going to be short 1 mech or 1 mech, but that's probably okay. The scrub will go there, and then Woody in the Maxim Striker. Okay, so then the Centurion and the Guillotine need pilots. Do we have anybody with skills in either? Not Bearclaw. Actually, Blaze has skills in the Centurion, so that's perfect. Bearclaw has chameleon skills, right? No, actually he doesn't. Carriated does not either. He doesn't have much for skills at all. El Duce and the Jaeger. Kodiak does have some chameleon skills, so that's okay. And then the Panther, I mean, the Panther's really a substitute here. So I think I'll put El Duce in here since he can't get any more affinities, and I don't want to give either of these a Panther affinity. So then, for the Guillotine, I think we'll use Bearclaw. He has no affinities for it, and that's okay. This is going to be interesting. We've got a lot of substitutions here. But overall, I think we can pull this off. So let's get out there, make ourselves some money, and then buy ourselves a little bit of time to get our big boys finished up. Should be good. And of course, this also buys us time to work on upping our drop weight, right? Because we are going to be running up against that drop weight for probably at least another 150 tons. Is what I'm thinking right now. I'm not sure if we're going to be 150 tons heavier, actually. Maybe more like 100 tons heavier. But regardless, it's going to be at least one, probably more like 2, maybe even 3 drop weight upgrades. But we need to retrieve the dropship's cargo and escape. One of our dropships was in the Ashcombe system when it experienced technical issues. A final message indicated a hard landing. That dropship was carrying a valuable piece of technology as cargo, and while we're willing to write off the ship itself, we very much need to recover the cargo. Satellite imagery suggests that Burrock forces recovered the cargo and are holding it at a nearby facility. We need you to raid that facility and recover the item. They just happened to be transporting a valuable cargo through a rival's territory, and their dropship just happened to go down? Sure. Indeed. Do we have any allies?
Command interface initiated.
Well, this is a terrible drop point. Uh-huh. So that's the facility there. That's the LZ. Okay. Can we just drop up here? That'd be hilarious. No, we can't. We can, however, drop up here. This is a better position down here. Okay, we'll drop here. We'll come in via this road. We do see an enemy contact.
Damn. And I forgot my beach chair.
Ah, over here. There's a turret? Okay. So we will go ahead and scout out a bit with our Vulcan. I want to get 5 evasive pips, if at all possible. Okay. No real eyes on here. I'm expecting a defensive lance and then a reinforcement lance in addition to... Yeah, that's more like it. This isn't a turret at all. Why did I think this was a turret? This is clearly a mech. So I'm expecting a defensive star here and probably a reinforcement star.
Standing by.
This chameleon can position up here. We have no LOS. That is ideal. We will just go ahead and close in here. Now, I am going to use the J. Edgar as a scout. We'll pop into this mineral field just outside the zone, and we can see that they have a summoner. Okay, that's not too bad. Couple of large lasers there. Okay. Probably pretty easy to heat that guy up. That said, he did sink all that, so that's fine. This is a rear arc with the Nidhogg here. Okay. Now, I don't expect that we'll have good hit odds here. We see a Nova and a Hellbringer. Okay, it's like a mixed medium and heavy star. 3%. I guess we'll take the 3% rear arc on the Grendel here. Not sure why that arm is dark, but okay. Yeah, I'm not shocked that we missed that.
No joy.
Very, very unshocked, in fact.
Aye, aye.
The Panther is going to move up here. It's not tremendously useful, but it's okay. Well, we'll see what they've got here. Yeah, that's that Nova, I think. Yeah, that's the Nova, for sure.
I live to serve.
Our Archer will step forward, and we'll look at hit odds here. 0.9, 0.9, 0.9, 0.9, and 0.9, so we will hold off on that.
I'm receiving you.
Our Centurion, on the other hand, will move up here, and I would love to drop a sniper artillery on this Nova. Maybe we manage to hit this guy a bit too.
Affirmative.
That was great. We'll happily take that.
I'm here.
The Harasser is going to move up as it can, which isn't tremendously up,
10-4.
but it's out of LOS there. We'll take that. They're firing indirect on our Centurion and doing literally nothing to it. Okay. That's completely fine.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. So our guillotine will move up here. That's fine. What else do we have moving here? The blackjack? I actually wouldn't mind the blackjack potentially getting up this hill.
All right, full speed.
We'll just position it there for now. And the Maxim we're going to try to engage with next turn. There we go. Okay, now the clan mechs move. You're very unlikely to hit the J. Edgar there. We're in a mineral field. We've got 80 evasive pips. Good luck, sir. Okay, the Vulcan is going to... actually, this position is not terrible. The Vulcan is terrible. And we may end up losing it in this mission, depending on what we're up against. But we're going to pop a... ooh, that's a lot of ER mediums. I mean, that's pretty much what a Nova runs, right? But even so... that is a toasty boy right there. So that is definitely noted. The toasty boy steps back. Misses everything on the Vulcan. And we'll see just how toasty of a toasty boy it is. That is a very toasty boy. Okay. So our Panther, at this point... can position up here. This is in rough terrain. The Panther's a little exposed. But we can really start lighting up this Nova.
Roger.
And that's what we're going to do. Was that a head hit? That was a head hit. Okay, I wasn't expecting that to actually work. Really? You go for the Centurion again? Insanity. Why would you do that when the Panther is so exposed?
Yep.
Okay. Now, the blackjack, I'm going to position it up here.
Bugging out.
Because I want to continue hitting this Nova. Ideally in the head, but I doubt it's going to happen.
Attacking from position.
One hit there. Okay. That's fine. The Grendel moves up. That's more like it. That's more like what we expect. That Panther's very exposed. It has a surprising amount of armor for a 35-tonner, but it's still very, very exposed. We're going to move in with our Chameleon, as a Chameleon can, and we're probably going to go for the Nova still with our ERs. Yeah, absolutely. We continue to roll head hits on this Nova. Okay, we didn't get any, but that's fine. Not concerned. We've got a full round to work on that Nova still. Our J. Edgar is absolutely going to move up here. The Summoner has... okay, that's the one with the large lasers. The Nighthawk. The Hellbringer also has dual ER large. I'll be XAC 10 on that Grendel. I think we come up and hit this Nighthawk. Okay, let's heat him up a little bit. Very weak in the rear arc. In fact, that was broken through the armor, just with a single J. Edgar hit. I like it. The Nidhogg is going to come in as it can, which isn't particularly in. I would love to go for that Nova. And actually, this is exactly what we're going to do. We are going to fire the rocket packs here and try to even this up a bit. Okay, good armor reduction there. No head hits, but that's okay. The Nighthawk fires on the Panther and actually misses. I'm a little surprised by this. Okay.
Commander?
The Harasser is going to make its way in over here. The Nighthawk did, however, position in such a way
Roger.
that we can fire AoE flamers at it and also hit the Nova and maybe even the Summoner over here.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
Only +1 heat there. That wasn't particularly efficient there, but that's okay.
Yes, Commander.
We will definitely attack the Nova with our Centurion.
Confirmed.
Okay, that works. We did take out a double heat sink there. Through armor crit, maybe? Oh, actually, that was probably rear arc.
Standing by.
Okay, so our archer is going to move up to here. This will give it some LOS, but we're mostly going to be firing on the shutdown Nova.
Target confirmed.
Light him up. Luckily, he's not running the million AMSs that Novas can.
Standing by.
The guillotine is going to move up the road. I don't think we can bring the guillotine to bear here just yet. The Maxim, on the other hand, can absolutely come up over here. And we'll position right there. I'd love to hit that Nova. Unfortunately, the Nighthawk is blocking the LOS. I'm wondering if we perhaps want to use Inferno rounds on the Nighthawk here. And I'm thinking the answer is yes. Yeah, we got a couple Inferno rounds into the Nova behind it as well. That's great. Phase 22, that is going to be the Grendel moving. That LBX-10, potentially deadly, but using it on the Vulcan as opposed to the clustered vehicles? I don't know about that one. That was a weird choice. Okay, sure. Use your large laser on the Archer. That's fine. It can take it. The Archer is more than capable of that. That Summoner is going to move into the... actually just outside of the field there. That's an interesting position to put that. I don't know that I agree with that. I definitely don't agree with firing the large lasers at the Vulcan here. That Nighthawk is getting up there in the heat. And we're going to bring the J. Edgar over. And we're going to hit him in the rear arc once again. He's got... actually, he's taken a lot in the rear arc. We did miss everything there, though, which is unfortunate. We had decent hit odds. Not fantastic, but decent hit odds.
I'm ready.
But that's okay. The Archer will position up over here. And we will go ahead and continue firing on this Nova. Continue rolling head hits. Okay.
Reporting critical hit.
That's a lot of damage there. Not quite a knockdown on it.
Standing by.
We don't need a knockdown, though. I'm going to move the Vulcan up over this way, although I would love to get it into rear arc of this Summoner. Unfortunately, that's not an option, but I'm going to move the Vulcan up. I'm concerned about the damage that it takes here, so I am going to Vigilance it. And then we're going to go for the kill on this Nova.
All weapons, go.
And that's a kill.
Tango is trash.
Excellent. 1 down, 4 to go.
Ready for roll.
Next up, the Panther is going to take up a position ideally somewhere with cover, but actually this is a decent spot here. There's no flames on the way. We can fire on the Hellbringer or on this guy. We would probably stray shot, though. We'll fire on the Hellbringer here and hope that we don't stray shot.
Copy that.
That's a hit. Very nice. Okay, who moves now? The Hellbringer? Yeah. Again on the Centurion. Oh, okay. I strongly disagree with that choice. They absolutely should be going after some of our vehicles here.
I'm here.
Okay, I'm going to send the Harasser out behind the Summoner here.
Copy that.
And we are going to hit this guy rear arc with everything we've got.
Take this.
That was only 3, but that's okay. That's still an overheat on him. Fantastic.
Standing by.
The Centurion is, I think, going to reserve here.
Waiting for the right move.
Reason being, I want to move this Maxim first.
Ready for
The Chameleon can step forward. That's absolutely fine. I like this position.
Aye, aye.
And I think we go for the Hellbringer here so that we don't stray shot.
Engaging with target.
It's slightly worse hit odds, and we don't get anything out of it, but I would prefer to not get anything than stray shot our Vulcan.
Yeah?
The Blackjack will position up over here,
Confirmed.
and I want to keep working on the Hellbringer with these mechs over in this area. I'm only going to fire the one ERPPC for heat purposes, but even so, that's going to be a good chunk of damage. Very nice. The Maxim is going to move over here and get into rear arc of the Summoner. The Maxim may die to the LBX here. It is a possibility. Wow, these hit odds are garbage on the Summoner. From Mineral Field into Mineral Field. Honestly then, maybe we go for the Grendel and try to heat it up a little. Although I think its heat is not a problem for it. And I think we're better off doing the damage. It's got AMS. Noted.
Good to go.
Okay, the Nidhogg is going to move up over here. And the Nidhogg is absolutely going to work on this Hellbringer because we can drop the bombs fairly safely.
Locked on.
Okay, good armor reduction there. We missed one of the bombs, which makes me sad, but
Waiting for order.
I guess it's okay. We'll position the guillotine here,
Roger.
and the guillotine will continue to tear into that Hellbringer.
Engaging target.
That was actually a really nice hit.
Think I hit something good.
That Hellbringer, not much left. And we're going to hit him with the sniper artillery, too.
Engaging target.
Okay, we're going to miss him with the sniper artillery. Actually, we did hit him, and we get a knockdown there. Okay, we're not going for rear arc, so a knockdown is fine. He's phase 3 move. So, yeah, that's pretty ideal, actually. Summoner is phase 21 move. I'm wondering if we want to ignore the Summoner here. Do we have rear arc on this guy? No, we don't. We do have rear arc on the Summoner, but we can't melee from there. I think we'll take this rear arc. Again, I'm going to Vigilance the Vulcan. I'm concerned about them attacking it. And yeah, I think we do this.
On it.
Okay, we got a gyro crit there.
Reporting. Critical hit.
That's not bad. That is not bad. The Nighthawk moves up through the fire, goes for the Vulcan, and that is why we Vigilanced. I was very concerned about that sort of thing. I'm still concerned about the LBX. However, the Nighthawk just failed its shutdown override.
To go.
The Panther will just step forward here
Copy that.
and probably work on the Nighthawk. Maybe go for a head hit?
Locked on.
Was that a head hit? No, that wasn't a head hit. Okay. Yup, this is what we were a bit concerned about. He missed his DFA. That was
Ready
lucky.
for orders.
That's gotta feel bad for him to miss that DFA. Oof. We're gonna finish off this Hellbringer, I think, with our Chameleon.
Locking in all weapons.
Yeah, that's a dead Hellbringer. Wonderful.
Removed.
And now our J. Edgar is going to continue to be behind the Nighthawk. Yes, it's flames on the way, and yes, that's okay. He's shut down, so we're going to just light him on up. And that is one dead
That's a kill.
mech. Fantastic.
I'm receiving you.
Next up, the Archer. We're going to position here. And 77% on the Summoner. I really would prefer to hit the Grendel here. It does have AMS, but I would still prefer to hit the Grendel here. Reason being, I think that this Summoner dies to vehicles. The Grendel moves now, and we'll see what it does. This is potentially very dangerous for us. Okay, that's the opposite of dangerous. He ran away. Our Blackjack can fire on him from this angle here, and this is fine. We do so. Right now is when I really wish we had the Jaeger.
Negative damage.
Sadly, it's still in for repairs. The Nidhogg, however, is fully capable of going after this guy. I don't really want to be in the mineral field. I think I'd prefer to be, like, up here.
All an ass.
Okay. Not so great in terms of hit odds, but we'll take them.
Firing at enemy.
Fantastic.
Wait
I'm
for
actually
orders.
going to send the Harasser after him, too.
Location confirmed.
We could go after either. But I think we're going to go for the Grendel here. I want to soften up his rear arc
Fire an
even
all
more.
weapon.
And heat him on up. Okay. We did soften the rear arc, but that was mostly arms. The Maxim, however, it's going to move in over here. I would like to get 2 evasive pips. We'll position there, and we're going to go for the Summoner. I want this guy dead. And there we go. 1 dead Summoner.
Down.
Next up is the Guillotine. The Guillotine will stay put exactly where it's at, and it'll pop an ERPPC over towards that Grendel. It won't hit, but that's okay.
Negative damage. Repeat. Negative damage.
Commander,
Next up is the Centurion. We're pretty close here, but I accept splash damage at this point. Ow. That was a really bad shot, but again, I accept that damage. That's okay.
Losing armor.
The Vulcan is going to move in directly behind this Grendel, and we are going to go for a punch here. Now, we can't fire our medium laser. That's okay. We're moving through the flames here. So I think we accept this.
On my way.
We missed the punch. That was unfortunate. We did hit the laser, I suppose, but that's mediocre. So now the Grendel moves, and we'll see what it decides to do here.
What's the flank?
Interesting.
Armor breach.
So it exposed its rear arc. It did move into the mineral field. It didn't manage to kill the Harasser there, which is a little bit shocking. We're going to step up with our Panther and fire with just our regular PPC here. I don't expect a hit. Nope, no hit, but that's okay.
I missed.
You did indeed. You did indeed.
Commander.
Okay, our Guillotine will step up here.
Got it.
And we are also going to go for the Grendel poke from the long range here. That's actually a good poke. I like it.
Yes, Commander.
The Archer will move up and pop the AMS. We want to pop the AMS with the Archer as opposed to the Maxim here.
Mech warriors. Show 'em what you got.
That was huge. He ejected. Okay, now we see if there's another group.
I'm here.
I'm not going to pick this up with the Harasser. That would be a terrible idea. Let's see here. The Nidhogg is also a terrible idea. If there's another group, we want to make sure that it's something that is fairly substantial and can take some pokes.
Good to go.
The Maxim will move in over here. Who else do we have?
Yes, Commander.
Centurion can absolutely start advancing over this way. That's fine.
Double time. Let's go.
What do you
The Blackjack can also advance over here and mostly sink heat.
need? Standing by.
The Chameleon, we're going to sink heat.
Got it.
Okay, we exited combat. We're going to use the Guillotine here to pick this up. Okay. Now, we're just going to brace all. Are we done?
The asset has been secured.
We're done. Okay. There is no other Lance. Good. Well, Star. That is good to know. However, if there had been one, I definitely would have preferred that the asset be on the Guillotine as opposed to, say, the Harasser. There is no doubt about that. So that's fantastic. We got about 200k in terms of pay, and then we can grab ourselves... These are all unstacked summoner parts. Oof. However, 8 Clan ER medium lasers, we'll take that. Absolutely. 3 Clan ER large lasers, probably. That Ultra AC-20 is real tempting. Engine Core 315 is tempting. clan double heat sinks, regular double heat sinks 3. I'm going to take that instead of the Ultra AC20. We do already have an Ultra AC20. We're going to take the regular double heat sinks and we'll roulette the clan double heat sinks. Hopefully we get them. Clan AMS, okay, we'll keep it. Medium pulse laser, okay. A narc launcher, I'll pass on that actually. Clan FCS, sure, we did get 2 of the 2 better of the clan double heatsink stacks. That was real solid in terms of salvage. I like it. That will be put to tremendous use. That's a lot of double heatsinks. 9 in total if you stack together the clan and non-clan double heatsinks. So that is great. How much damage did we take? Honestly, not much. Maybe around 25k? Something along those lines. Like, maybe not even that much, but that's my guess. We'll see. Hello, war activities. Goodbye, war activities. 18k. Do it. Absolutely. That was very, very worthwhile. At this point, we probably want to do something along the lines of this, and then I'm going to tick forward just a little bit here. Now, I'm not going to tick forward for these mech warriors because then I'm probably not going to remember next episode to train them. But I think, yes, we can get away with another deployment here before the financial report. And that is fantastic. That is what we will do next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.